What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This video and the next video coming up were actually recorded just slightly before my long time span off here from YouTube. So I'm recording a whole new intro, to this video for you guys. Just before my time away here on the channel, aside from Robbie's G23, we were working on bringing a couple actual things to focus on fully here on the channel. One of those, which we started on, is the race car, which is going to be one of the main focus points here on the channel. And another one that we were working on is bringing Danielle's cb7 project back into full swing. So this video that you're about to watch, that you're watching right now, after the intro rolls, is going to get you guys, it's not a very exciting video, but it's going to get you guys caught up on where we had last left off with her project CB. And this video is going to lead into the next video, which is actually going to finally explain to you guys why I've been missing from YouTube and from you guys and the channel here for the last six months. Let's get back to it. Danielle's cb7 project. Alright, so the last place that we had left off with the project, I'll give you guys a quick little rundown of the update. We're doing the whole body harness tuck on the car. We started stripping down all the wire loom off of the body harness that we're laying inside the car, and getting everything labeled and mapped out, for the plugs and everything that's going to get extended and ran through our frame rails. Then we went through the vehicle and planned out where exactly we're going to run all our wires, how we want to run our wires, where we want to put our fuse box. Got the fuse box that has been relocated, and then after that point we had thrown the body harness into the car, and I went ahead and got started. And this is the point where I have kind of left off. I had a bunch of stuff recorded before, but just go ahead and just give you an update, just from this point, because there's still quite a bit that needs to get done. But the passenger side is pretty close to being ready to go. What I did was I took every single plug, I labeled every wire and took pictures, and I then depinned all my pins from the plug. That way I could individually get every single wire out of the little bird's nest that is up here in the corner, so that I could then individually, plug by plug, separated each pigtail. Over here, these ones are all my engine pigtails that I'm going to end up running out here into the engine compartment. All my fuse box wiring, all my pigtails are all separated. I'm still in the process of getting those things taped up. And those are all now ran all the way to the fuse box. We have all our headlight stuff, everything that's going to run out the body of the car has now been super extended, and everything is pretty much ready to be ran where everything needs to go. So we're getting pretty close to what we need to get done on the passenger side of the car, but the whole driver's side is going to have to be done, which we're going to have to do the exact same thing that we did to this side. So back there in that corner, after I get all this taped up, loomed up, and exactly how I want it looking down here on this side of the car, we're going to do the exact same thing over there. We'll find the area that goes out for the body of the car. We'll strip everything off of it. We'll depin the plugs. We'll get everything labeled, and then we'll separate all our pigtails, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so Danielle and I just spent the majority of this weekend working on the wire tuck on the project here. We've got about, I'd say about 70% of the way through it. really coming along really nice. We've got the whole driver's side is almost done. We've got both pigtails for the front ran out where they need to go. We've got our brake wires. Will be long enough to make it through the hole in the grommet here to reach our reservoir. Everything's all nice and neat and tucked up in here and ready to put the rest of the body harness in. We need to still extend the few engine plugs that run on this side of the car to make it out through that hole and run it along the top of the harness there. And then still need to get all this cleaned up. Both sides are outside the car. Need to get this in a loom and some fish tape so we can fish both these through on each side. Passenger side, I've got more than enough length to already fish this side through, but the driver's side here, I've got enough to get just about the ends poking out the hole, so I'm going to extend more of these wires before I can fish everything through here. And once we get both these sides fished through and the headlights and everything put on and everything wrapped up on this front end, we will then move on to getting this engine bay painted so we can finish completely doing the wire tuck, because we'll still need to run our engine plug out this hole here, and it's going to have to be custom lengthened to reach somewhere in this area to match up to where we have our engine plugs on the engine tuck. So we're making some pretty good progress. It's about 70-75% of the way through it. I have just a few more wires to lengthen on each side of the car, and that's just basically about it. And then everything can be wrapped up and we can move along to finishing up the interior on this car, get the engine bay painted, get this thing all put together, and hopefully sooner than later we'll get this thing back on the road. So for now, we'll get everything lengthened, we'll finish getting everything ran, and then we'll cut back in once I'm ready to put the headlights on and the horns and everything else so we can get this front end wire tuck finished.